This is Super Story. No Yeast Puff Puff Gang, where y'all at? Where y'all at? Gather round now. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we're making no yeast puff puff, no yeast, no eggs, no nothing. Okay, maybe not no nothing. The star of our ingredient today, or our recipe today rather, is yogurt. Plain yogurt. You could use Greek yogurt, but make sure it's plain. And then we're using self-rising flour here, or self-raising flour. I have a recipe with all-purpose flour on my blog. You could check that out. I'll link that down below. And we're using some sugar, we're using some salt, and you could add more things if you'd like. So first, we're going to sprinkle a little bit of salt into the self-raising flour, just so that, you know, we balance the flavors a little bit. And then we'll add some sugar. Now, I didn't add a lot of sugar into the recipe itself because I wanted to leave some just in case I need to sprinkle over the puff puff at the end. And so now I'm going to stir it. If you're adding cinnamon, nutmeg, all of that, this is the stage to add that as well. And so I'm going to add my yogurt a little bit at a time. As you can see, my yogurt is a little lighter. I used yogurt drink. If you have one of those really creamy yogurts, I suggest measuring the recipe out, but then just pouring a little bit at a time, just in case you don't need everything. But like I said, my yogurt drink is a little lighter, so this recipe exactly works for me. What we want to achieve is a smooth texture at the end of the day. So I'm just going to empty the rest of my yogurt in and I'll mix it. What we want to do is just continue to mix until the mixture is stretchy and smooth, and then we'll fry. That's it. I kid you not. It's not a complex recipe at all. For those that were doubting the texture, just wait till the end so you could see how I'm going to bite into the puff puff and you'll see how amazing it looks. I know lots of people have been struggling to find yeast in this lockdown COVID times. So this was a recipe that, I was thinking about my flatbread recipe on my blog, and I was like, if I lighten this dough, would it make puff puff? Because it's bread-like, right? And voila, here we go. So our mixture is stretchy, but I'll just mix it a bit more so that it's smooth, and then we'll fry it. As you can see now, my mixture is smooth and stretchy, so it's time to fry. So I'm going to scoop some of the puff puff with my hand and dunk in the oil. The oil should be hot, but not like super hot, so low to medium heat. You could use a spoon if you're not comfortable using your hand. And as you can see, when I drop the puff puff into the oil, it stays at the bottom and then floats to the top, so you should expect that. I see people frying puff puff on Instagram with oil that is not covering the puff puff altogether. You shouldn't do that. If not, you're going to have like a flat top part of the puff puff, and you don't want that. You want it well rounded, so make sure there's enough oil. And so I'm going to keep stirring it until it browns on all sides. Like I said, low to medium heat. Don't do high heat. It will fry and it would not cook inside. Who else is excited? I am. All right, so my puff puff is browning, so it's time to take it out. I'll just take it out onto some paper towel and just set that aside so that it cools a little bit so it doesn't burn my hand. And that's our puff puff ready. As you can see, it's soft on the outside. It's time to do a taste test. But before we do that, I'm going to sprinkle some more sugar over this because I don't have a lot of sugar in the recipe. I have a different puff puff recipe on the blog where I do puff puff 3 ways, and I could give you some, I'll link that down below, so it'll give you some ideas on how to glaze your puff puff or use cinnamon, sugar, all of that. And so now it's time to test. This puff puff reminds me of those women in Unilag that used to shout hot donuts in the morning. Very nice. Let me know if you try it.